Good. Done deal. Done deal. Sam? I don't care if you take it to a gun shop in a liquor store. Just keep them away from the... They take breaks from their kids. We don't get breaks. We have not been overnight without kids since the...
whiskey bottles.
Not really dumb.
I don't care what happens.
Come in, come in.
We're getting the wrong way, I think.
Well, that's where it
I was staying there.
Yeah, I thought it did, yeah. I heard somebody talking, I said, well, let me get in here. Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah.
The times are good to see you.
Where's Joy? Oh, she's in there.
All right, clean here just a
That's
second.
unanswerable question.
Somewhere.
Well, this come in, you're not supposed to worry, you're just supposed to
You
sit
got a
down.
plane there, say.
Yeah.
How you doing? Let's see you.
She might have gone out
Do
the
you
back
know
door.
one?
Yeah, back,
I just wondered if you watched FBI's Most Wanted much.
Wanted much?
Yeah, FBI's Most Wanted.
Oh, okay.
Or that UFO sighting show, that's where you see him.
They, occasionally now watch, I left the ring in there, but I never just seen it.
No, never dark. Take the one from the oven.
Why not?
Stickies?
Yeah, Howard or something.
Okay, we need.
Being out there, you know, he.
You're hot. Okay, everybody, should I just turn the oven off? Yeah.
He probably got on you yet, both persons out there.
You don't have any of those. Nope. You just have both here. You have hot hole, one small. Is there another knife? What's up, Dave? Thank you.
We're being filmed, so I guess we ought to watch it.
You're being recorded right now. So.
Oh, no kidding, man, I shouldn't say that like this. How you feel?
Man, what have you been up to? Just trying to work with
It's amazing, so fine, he's coming out as a kid.
trying to shop.
It is amazing.
Yeah, gotta go on. This is my third week. This is the fourth week. Yeah.
Real well.
Good.
You're doing real well on what? I didn't hear what you said.
Don't you paint and butter and fix
Bike
this?
shop.
Okay, next time we
Yeah,
go
I'm
to
thinking
Texas,
it's
we'll
about
drive
3
her.
weeks right now.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, Cheryl, she should have a friend like
So I'm going to, yeah, it's coming in. I might even do any insurance for the kid. Get in that pretty soon.
So you're lifting weights? Is that what you're doing in the road? Yes, what?
Yeah. What do you got over there, sir?
What's that? Catch on the box.
Well,
Did y'all make it was on your
We
bike?
bought it at Sam's.
Okay, that's why we're not asking you, right?
Yeah.
talking there.
Hey, Dave.
That's what I'm hungry for.
That's how far we talk about it.
I
Oh, I
think
thought
it's
so.
getting
Yeah,
you.
I thought you
You're
were
not gonna
falling.
fuss and complain.
Samuel will.
You just
Y'all
said
got
we're
the
good.
baby down. Give some receipts. Is there like a big spoon around here you think?
Hey, overall, I think we've been pretty good at church.
He wanted what he
Some
wanted.
people are
He
afraid
had the other options, he'd been good.
Some people are afraid.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, are both these teas sweet? Baby, where's the bag?
Y'all feel like it's world.
What bag?
Well, tell them we're ready to eat. We're waiting like, you know.
Deal.
Yeah. Tell them it's time to eat.
How's your job? Yeah, I really do. Really good. It's a good job. Like it up there.
You would like to start getting your plates?
What's the
Like your
temperature
pizza
up
plates? Yeah.
I don't know. It was, it snowed last Saturday. Yeah, all
Hey, you
day.
put this on Philip?
And, Michigan. We left Michigan Friday. And then it was like 35 degrees. It was a lot colder.
Did you say quiet?
There's
You go to Chicago, and the talk, start talking to those people, and look at you like, where did you come from? And like, you know how Aunt B talks? They talk, everybody talks like her. They just, I can't understand that part of it.
Like, you Listen, you're not talking about.
Not one.
No, maybe they are.
Okay.
I ain't got that.
Here, boy.
Her girl name is Beatrice. That's too hard to say. Everybody says.
Well, there's one guy in Moscow the other day come up to me and said, "Say, real good. He said, you want to see some military stuff?"
Where would you like to sit?
Didn't have anything to show.
Where would you like to sit?
I got one watch. I brought some to place. Like a bunch of hats.
You say you could have.
You boys are gonna sit down here. Let's go sit at this table.
Cold, damn, well,
Okay, we're gonna go sit at this table. I get down and light now. Come on, let's go sit at this table.
Where's the sink?
Over there, you need to get Nathan, sit here. Here's your
Yeah, when Chris had 3 kids.
Let's bless our food.
They're gonna have
Bring
3
down your
kids.
heads.
And Cheryl falling behind.
Oh, behind, well,
We're falling behind. They need
Dear
to try
God,
to catch up.
thank you for eating green beans and stuff. Amen. That wasn't a corporate prayer, that's just for you.
Well, we'll have a corporate thing now.
Now we're ready for corporate prayer.
Father, we thank you for this day and the privilege that you give us. We pray that you give us now as we love this day. And thank you for the many blessings that you give us. Pray that you watch over us, God, protect us, forgive us.
Mothers, you get to go first.
Yeah, and let's see. Father's Day's coming up soon, so that makes me happy too. You ladies, mama preferred, yeah?
boy, you talk about fried doors day and night, and then you walk in that house. We had no idea. Well, they went to an open house, just cooking, I mean, a picnic, 30 years, we're cooking fire then, 14 years ago. And we just got in there about 5:30.
Youngest kid, we were sitting in bed.
Well, they were gonna walk into church this morning on the motor, but scheduling was kinda hard to arrange, I think.
We thought it was Kay and Rachel coming in the back door. They always kind of sneak in a little bit. Or here comes Rachel in, she was here back here.
I said, no, I didn't
The
think
second one, oh, Randy.
Terry's gonna sleep somewhere else.
Hey, Leon, Leon, move over to this chair right there so I can kind of zero in on that back table back there.
Yes.
I'll get over here.
Wait, sit there, Start camera the right over there. Just sit there. I'll let you sit there. It's a video. Slobber boogers. Oh, that's how you get this. It's your imagination.
I'm not fixing that table, Miss Dyer. We tried yours once.
Come on, Mr. Clark.
That's the one I got you. Oh, okay, give me some.
Mine, the other kid coming up here.
We got a picture of the other day back in the 1930s,
Oh, hey.
right after the film.
I'd like to see that picture.
That was just some of the jumper. Go ahead.
You know where that picture is, Tim?
Huh?
You know where that picture is?
Yeah.
I thought you did.
How many cows you got? You got no car or something on?
I am one of it.
50 rolls left in there in the oven. You don't want any food, Daddy? Maybe gone.
Well, eat a bit. It's Howard. Thank you, man.
They give me a car.
That's like you better than
Howard, your refrigerator's full.
plan on taking it.
I found out early this morning, about 2 o'clock. Rice.
You need to be in a picture too. Get Leon.
Still think soup.
Sit over here with the girls.
Grandma, do you want
Fine looking to me.
No.
I didn't know my brother might have land going to health center.
Hey, Paul, look here.
I know it's a boy.
Did that at church?
I never been there. He's started here about 3 months ago.
Turn it, take it outside.
Turn around there so I can see it.
Take it outside over here.
Yeah,
Instead of talking to him. He did a little bit.
I think it's changed here, but quiet.
If I think that they come in on
One of these kids. Yeah.
No, you need Joe Jones?
Those are the, those are the.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a divorce. She remarried again. Yeah, I didn't know him, Joe.
me or her.
Both of them.
We noticed you were real quiet today sitting by your mama.
Cheryl is.
Yeah.
I was spanking so much, he knows I'm gonna be quiet when he's
You know, somebody did a study about that, and they said,
Spare the rod and spoil the
well,
tongue.
kids were taught to be so quiet in church, that when they get older, they don't do anything. They don't clap their hands or say anything, they're afraid to.
Just break it down. What's wrong with it?
Hey, where did you get that shirt?
Daniel!
Here, Minnie wants the back end shirt, right? Here's your braid.
You'll cook, put
Oh,
on.
that's over.
Almost 30 years from the anniversary. They really calm. Instead of game for all the kids. We walked in there yesterday, was lined up. Looked like I'm making a mile. And all the kids can't believe it. I mean, small children. Just sitting there, you know, employees. They got 1,800 employees. Calculate, wife, maybe 2 kids.
There's a whole town down there, money.
Yeah, Cooper Town, Texas County.
That's why we don't play.
We should come for the old guys.
Now, see,
If you ever get lonesome, you want to go visit.
your daughters, you did learn how to cook for me.
Well,
Coffee would be good.
Boy, whenever everybody comes home, she won't let anybody come in close to the kitchen. She goes in there and does it all. She got 4 grown daughters.
this is what I know. I'll look at the map again, because the airport was only an hour. Oh, and when y'all come, you have to go there. We want to go to.
Dr. Howard, is this part of the coffee cooler, can we make it fresh hot?
You know, it's made this morning. Make you some more if you want to.
I'll drop it in.
You ever heard that radio program called Unshackled Missy?
Have y'all wanted to yet?
Well, I saved home from some leaves and zines. I'd already go on that.
I'd love to.
I got 40 pounds. Play lunch.
Here you go. It's yours.
40 pounds, Lou?
Pretty much.
And if I'm not frying something or, you know, taking 30 minutes to do it, he'll say, what?
Depends on where you're going.
Can you eat chocolate?
Would have fish.
He's actually 38, 40 miles apart, so he's taking 20. I like chocolate toys.
You don't want to name
But he said the office is going to be downtown. I never had to ride friends, just new little planes and everything else to get to work.
Oh, really?
It's a good hour drive. It's when they got service. We can go way out and drive. Oh, the other day I saw something. You know, rock.
I got a little barn this week over in Hall. Got me an old
Yeah.
bicycle come out there. It's like a fish, it's a swim.
I'm sure it is, but
Need more of it, see? That's what they want to do.
you got once on
Little bicycle.
Like Cuba, last time I go out with the Argentina guy that lives
Heartland package, yeah.
in Miami. He,
So.
got some old motorcycles
So
and
you
keep
have
them.
it usually like open for business.
Like 1914, something like that. He has one of them, he paid $800 freight for that thing. 45 minutes flight, from Miami to Cancun. Big part.
But I mean, legally, you go to the garage sale, somebody had that close to the garage from school.
I seen that paper, I didn't make none of it.
Has the store closed? Off the store closed?
That's closed about a year ago. I think it made a raid down there.
What takes on labor?
Bunch of stuff.
Where's my food? Is he standing up?
Like a spring fest.
See, like, Chris had that text and all of them. Clear the robots anyway.
I'm bringing some over here. You want dinner out? You three?
Ask him if he
I
wants
won't be able to
more.
wear them till I run because she's gonna reduce the length.
To get the way off, you need, they got
That's all I got. Like TV say about my go. Better rush yourself.
Let's go cheers, man.
You ever find Caldwell number yet? You ever get Caldwell call number? Caldwell call, you get it number.
No, not yet.
Ag folks try to get it for you.
Agnes is gonna get it.
Yes, you told me that.
Well, he told me yesterday, he's not having his picture, but I didn't know he was going to. We couldn't find her in the phone book.
Very nice.
Nine?
Dennis Smith, they down like this.
Here's one I haven't used yet.
The board, she goes,
Look over there in that thing, may have to watch one up, maybe something in that sink. Every time we go to Goodwill, we gotta stock up on fine silverware.
Ain't problem with you. It's in there. Scanner.
I think the cream cheese makes it.
Yep, that's fine.
boys, let's come do that, that hurts her ear. No more trouble. Daniel? Yeah, you put it
You cruise their train or?
She's from Arizona. That was their choice, I don't know how they ended up here on Sunday.
There's two sons.
Some of you pretty dressed, I haven't seen it. Did you get that dog? Where's the home run? Where had he gone? To Dallas.
Your pie's been eaten.
I sent them to Walmart. And they'll get a few little things I need. And they're supposed to go to the fire desk. Sit down.
We could have took it with one Mikey or something. We got to worry about it.
Never changes, because every generation's.
Otherwise, you can see it.
Y'all ever not to get it like that?
Yeah, right
So
back.
all he does, he drives up Walmart.
Oh, I holler.
You don't
Just
remember.
bypass Walmart, went straight around. He walked, he went to the
Cheesecake over there.
Half all like this. Eat certain type of food, eggs.
sent out a picky.
Go.
Honey, I want some cake.
Well, can't take, well, maybe you fill it ours. Before it, warmer, I'll sit put it in the bag, but even your. So, always down, back, you never even look at gas.
He's coming to you, honey. That's all you want.
I guess, the gas. Oh, I did not need it. So I didn't even look.
That ain't gonna be no picture, but
Yeah, believe even made it there. I said, you need to go fill it up.
You go play there.
boy, they're gonna take a bit.
Show Granny what you want.
The car, but it's got out.
What's the bread, I think?
Out there.
You know where it is?
So you turn around. Here, I come to the house, stop, gas up, try to turn back into the service.
Thank you, Granny.
Doesn't want the red. You want this, right?
Say cake, probably.
Sit on your bottom. Sit on your bottom.
Just a little bit, David, a very small amount without nothing. Where's the wastebasket? Over here.
Way over yonder.
There's some fresh pot coffee there, Homer.
I really wouldn't eat that cake without you.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Well, what are you gonna sneak of Daddy's?
Since I made though, I'm a beat.
What do you biscuit? Is it good?
I don't know why I'm gonna give a little pizza. He's gonna eat that.
Said, yeah.
I was red-handed. That's what he wanted.
Thank you, Daddy.
Why you? So you're not gonna eat that, right?
Yeah, I will.
I don't know, David said
Yeah, I feel like I'm upset. Whoever bought the cake, I didn't do it.
You want to do this one? I bet you did all the shopping.
what, did you have a knife?
I found one.
I have one on the car.
Plastic knife.
They're traveling knives.
Oh, your little bitty knife, I know.
Oh, they has pocket knife. You should have.
That wind blew, they
I heard that.
They just over.
Go get pocket knife to a girl.
Come back 3 or 4 hours and straighten up.
By itself? Yeah, the headmaster made it.
That guy told me last week
They have a little tiny girl.
that big knife is bad.
Made it to a square.
Gotta take it out. Then he had to go travel. He said it went to the airport. And he was coming back. About 3 or 4 weeks, they were it over and could come here.
That was the one.
They made him come over there. I said, what, you got a nice bag. I pulled it out.
I can generally tell.
When the bang gun's gonna start carrying the knife.
I should remember that every year. We're eating it with squash bugs.
What's she say to do?
Would that work for the cucumbers and stuff, anything in the squash could work for anybody? Ray put it on his turn.
Don't ever smoke around it, please.
This is why you all do that.
What's happening?
They got me going here.
Huh?
They got me crying.
What are you doing up in Wisconsin?
I was in Michigan.
Michigan, that's worse.
They had me go to a school.
I guess it must still have the smell.
What kind of school? What they gave?
It was, no, University of Michigan.
If I didn't go open that door and go down the basement.
Ex-professor gives
There's a basement there?
class every year, University of Michigan, and he's our consultant from our company. So we,
Public class on.
Take a kid there.
verification of inventory, storage.
How active is it on?
Well,
Close to 9 o'clock.
Hot water.
50%.
we're closer than that. You gotta be. I'll say
I want to jump around.
we're 20%, within 20%.
I'm just really nice. I'm a little girl.
Then you got eyeballs, you know that?
Well, I had to
I don't know. It gets pretty complicated.
Make that two.
You got 20% inventory loss a year, you go broke.
We don't have to walk, no. We figure 0.2% loss every year.
2/10.
Yeah, 2/10 of a
You just
percent.
don't know where it is.
Now that's on most of the reservoirs. Some of them lose more than that. Yeah. They start losing more than that. You gotta start looking at them hard. The thing about this, sometimes you don't realize it's lost so much until 10 or 15 years later. It's hard. You can't tell just right now. You're losing it.
Run an average loss off on taxes or what?
You try to. Now, everybody frowns on you. Birds. You gotta have make sure you have legitimate reasons.
I think good used to run all 15-year gold around 8 to 6%. When I left now, it was under 2%. I sold it. Rubber is a big plus.
Randy, y'all have anything earthquake prone areas or earthquake hold big threat?
Got complete cleavage, you're so rough.
Like connecting two big fish and two big bridges.
And that's a big concern for a lot of people. Development towards earthquake area. Big concern. But kind of got some area that could. It's possible. Things could happen. Basically, all would happen. You would lose your reward. Or you could. You might gain some, which I doubt. You'd have a better chance of losing. I've heard some pretty interesting stories over the years.
Police is up on the steps.
What
Is that what that noise was, Tumble Tumble?
Underground. What about big explosion?
Impossible. Near impossible.
Nothing impossible, man.
Well, think about it. How much gas and oil is still stored underground?
I don't know.
Has been stored for how many years? Never hasn't been waste. In other words, methane is pretty safe because it will only ignite between 14 and 20%, about 14 and 25%, or 15 to 20% ratio. So you have to have 75% oxygen with the methane. Otherwise, methane is inert.
We're just sitting in there.
But it has to have oxygen to detonate.
Can't breathe it.
It just burns. That's what makes, that's one thing, the problem we're having right now is a lot of these pipelines, when we laid them, had right away, we put them in very remote areas. And the problem we're having now is we have these people building apartment complexes. They'll build them right on top of our lines, and we'll try to stop them. You can't do it when the judge lets them go in there and build them. And so, if the line, if somebody go, and then somebody might go in there and try to dig up, and they'll hit our line. They'll tell us and they'll look for it back up. So it's a weak place. And it may take us several years, but that line ruptures and it explodes and kills those people in the apartment. Who gets blamed? It's us. Now this is what happened in Britain. It was a salt dome. They were storing not natural gas. They were storing like propane, that type of liquid. Very, very dangerous, very volatile. And this, in a salt cavern, you store your propane in the top part of it, and you put salt water in the bottom of it. And there's a pipe that goes down inside the salt cavern. And you never want your propane to fall below the bottom of the pipe. What happened, that about midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning, the propane level went down. There's some test valves in the pipe. And when it hit those test valves, alarms went off. was alerting the field crew, the service crew, that, hey, you need to quit pumping propane.
Dr. Harris, you might want to get a picture of this.
We'll find out cake.
Might go in his hair in a minute.
Well, Randy's right, kind of blocking. Let me get a picture, just a regular picture.
Chocolate cake it was. He don't care.
Performance going.
Are you all done? Are you eating your cake?
And then he came out to the front with pocket full of rock.
Big one.
At least
Oh, no. Man, get your hands off that.
you can wash the fabric, make it feel warm.
Oh, that's what's up there. Oh.
Can you go wash your hands?
He had gotten inside the kids'
That's his elbows down.
It's not time yet, baby. He's still eating his cake.
You want to go play?
If you hadn't said nothing, you'd sit here and play.
There's a bathroom in yonder out back.
I need a bathroom.
There's a girl's room right there, you can use it. Dunk.
I don't hear.
But don't get that hot water on him.
What happened to Brim,
Wash your hands for 4 years now.
that propane went up the pipe. It was heavier than air. It kept leaking out. There's a valley, it just goes up the valley. And all I did was spark. Lady went driving down into the car down there. You got spark plugs in your car. As soon as that spark hit that propane, it lit it. Propane went off. If it was natural gas, 3 people killed it. Now, if that was natural gas,
Sorry, I didn't know you were going to do the same.
it would have run the pipe and dissipated to the atmosphere. You would have never had an explosion.
I thought propane, methane was pretty close.
Everything has 1 carbon atom, propane has 3. So propane is heavier. It's, you get that and then like, the hexanes, they get real heavy. But I think it's like more like a heavy propane. So it was heavier than that. That's what gets dangerous, is when you start
Let's see, Governor Rick.
dealing with liquid natural gas.
When I was in Dallas Baptist, one day the fire came and said that they'd broken 36 inches or something like that line just off campus. On top of the yard. And it was spewing and it was sweeping down. We had the gymnasium and some other buildings down under the thing. And I knew if that blew, it would blow right thing off the field. So I went and evacuated the campus and moved it to the west side of
Okay.
the campus. And went back out there and the fireman that was in charge.
Oh,
Rule that was, here. The rule of that is, I'd rather explain why I did than why I didn't.
yeah.
Do I get to open this? Do I get to open this?
Okay, don't think that we don't love Miss Clark. She had her treat this morning and yesterday.
I certainly did. When my break time. When my break time.
That is from one of your daughters.
I don't know. It's not the same place I ordered from.
You been to the county extension office? Brenda, huh? Have you been to the county extension office? Places other than Bowie County. That's a red knife. Mom, that's a red knife.
Now you can frame.
Now you can frame
Granny
grants.
knife and put
You
it
can
up in a
use
box
that one.
with glass on it, you know?
If you have the mother has this bread knife that's great
Now,
grandmother.
let's clarify, could I use it to cut my bread with too?
Maybe if you're
I
not.
would frame this.
Still, sticky label. Those came from Lectors.
So you gave us her.
That's what I was talking about.
Did I spend the same amount on yours as I did on mine? I got different rags. Yeah, I got that flavor. Oh, I love it. I didn't know
What did she get, maybe a tray?
Alright, now, so what'd you get? Who's that card from, Mother? I think I'm gonna have a new grandbaby rag. Where do you think you're gonna get that from? Well, how come it's labeled baby?
I didn't hear what
You know that?
did you?
David kind of let the cat out of the bag after he was walking in the yard. He said, have you told him yet?
This one says baby down here. I think Frida and David, baby house away.
She already said you missed it.
Why didn't you? When does baby due? Well, would y'all like to come see us for Christmas? Christmas Day. Christmas special. Well, let's say
Who's gonna be here?
Samuel told us last night that he's going to get my sister, and it's going to call me. It seems like. Or you just ready to find out what y'all want to say? He wanted baby Christina. Samuel.
He's not gonna get a sister. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, you don't need another boy, baby. I kind of figured that. That's Emily. She's come to live with you. This is Faith, I think. Yeah. How nice. Thank you.
You'll lose the tape.
Oh, my goodness. Listen to the topics. Listen to these topics, y'all. Scheduling your day, organizing possessions and routine, creating order in kitchen and wardrobe, systemizing home office, car and purse, cleaning, ensuring your love boat,
Well, when you get
training children to help.
That woman is one of the
That little-
best people in the United States about organizing.
Yeah, right.
That little girl, Babby came home the other day and she said, Grandma's got treasures in her attic.
That's what I heard. Let me tell you a topic for a book.
Let me tell you this, Daddy. That this week, we're gonna clean out the toy boxes. Tell Nathan, I said, we're gonna have the garage Sony clean out, you know, and throw stuff away and put there. He goes, let me tell you this. Why do we have to throw our junk away? Red keeps hers.
You had to keep
I
saying,
said a word that day.
Randy and her treasure.
red over the back.
Oh, I told him.
Cheryl? Look in there and see if it's kind of focus back up some.
I'm tired. The kid kept me up all night while he slept.
I know that. Maybe it's just curious.
Back where it won't do.
I am too, she's gonna let me in.
Bam.
I call it.
For my goodie day, Cheryl.
You and I, my friend, can make a fortune.
And I had to keep
Like
that
to
going.
pick up on Sunday when she's gone to the club meeting.
Yeah.
No, you're not either. My stuff belongs.
Hey, Doctor.
I'll sell everything.
Opening a DeKalb County, Bowie County museum up here, and taking your barn and your attic and just putting it up there.
Nobody wants to see Joe.
But now, the lady tells you not to organize your husband's stuff. Let him organize his own.
So he gets to listen to the tape when you get through.
We get one in place, that I can, I'd organize.
Oh, wow.
You guys tell me to organize the work in 10 years.
So how long does that mean? I'll let you listen to it. Oh, you're not
He's drinking herbal pregnancy tea.
something different. On the park, where'd he go?
My brain goes.
Yes, Steve. Can you pour me some coffee? Right.
Maybe it's just for the reason.
Oh, yeah, but it's just relaxing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right.
Don't you want to sit with Papa?
Let's have a start.
coffee.
You love this JJ.
Don't want to eat your cake.
You love this baby JJ. He's out of his plate.
Thank you.
I'll be starting over again, Sal, yeah.
Starting over again,
Starting over
Sal.
again,
Well,
Sal,
I
yeah. Get rid of all that. Starting over again, Sal.
Or selling out. Sal.
Yeah.
You got any old books?
Leave it to David.
Everything.
Come on, look at it.
Got some pretty good history books.
Now, he ain't just collecting, he reads.
I do too. That's what I used to do a lot. I had time.
Real kids all in Civil War.
David,
Oh, and I got a little thing to wear my.
that engineer that I hired, well, he's down in Nashville, he went to Washington for a year, so he decided to come back.
He didn't give you a
He
specific
wants to
date,
do it, he's been taking care of an old man.
I've got a big one.
Make sure he doesn't.
except for, he thought it was 2 weeks
For a
pregnant,
year.
and then after, he took me out, he said, I probably wasn't sick.
He was wanting to know if
Watch out, simply because
No, she can't play in there.
But he learned to read, and then he started reading, and he was amazed at what was in books. It kind of reminded me of you.
about the book, it'd be November the 30th.
I know that was an insult.
Engineers are trained, not educated.
Well, that's what
Engineers at my school were brainwashed.
I guess you're better call.
They all
Did you
think
make part of that,
alike,
Mama?
every one of them.
2 people.
They rely that 50% of the major
I
inventions in the world come out of garages. Instead of out on the
2 pieces of tape.
They're not-
Well, they sure do.
You're an old man, I
Who's
don't know.
that doing that?
St. Bearden.
Good tape.
Well,
be careful with that sharp knife.
20, 30, 40, 50. I think he's on the board of directors for, anyway, he owns a house about 3 blocks from us.
Ooh, that's pretty. This is from you and
That's
That's pretty.
Feed yourself. Just have to read, play in the garden a little bit, and read a little bit.
Thank you, girls. This is looking real
Go ahead and not
stuff.
have.
Let's see your earrings.
Paring knife.
I got one just like that in the kitchen.
No, you're
It's really hard to mess with the cow. You know,
You can buy
the
these.
Israelites, they didn't know what retirement was. But what they did, they worked 6 years. The 7th year, the whole year, they take a vacation.
I never did that. Never did that.
Never I read somewhere they did that.
It might not be quiet, but I don't think they did.
Really,
I think that's one of the reasons I got kicked out. Go along with not following the other.
I think at one time they might have done maybe under.
Engineers don't look at books, any kind of book that doesn't have numbers and pictures in it. Numbers and pictures. Gotta learn to read them funny looking little things called words, you're gonna be educated.
Oh, there's something else in here that you're in. Thank you, girls. Let me put them on.
I tell you what worries me.
Well, up north,
Everybody sees they're building houses, big houses. They're not little. And you're sitting there thinking, how these people, how are they financing?
well, single family mortgages is the biggest user
Sugar
of
baby.
global funds in the United States. Put them in trouble.
Sugar baby.
What's going to happen when the government says everybody out there?
Sugar baby.
Well, the government won't do that, they won't stay in power. 1970s, they put a moratorium on foreclosure of certain types of mortgages. They put, don't move it, hon.
No, Samuel, get away from there. You're gonna accidentally hit it, hurt
We
it.
don't play into this, it's a no.
Could you open the door?
Just a minute.
Gentle with the baby. Gonna give the baby sugar? Give it at least a drink.
Wait, put lasagna. Big lasagna you cuisine.
Boy, yeah, you're right.
Get that. Be careful.
Tell a little bitty kid about,
When I ran into Brian, he first looked at me and goes, you got big. He was cramped up.
Mayor picking is gonna get good this summer, and
Of course, they started it down, but
well, I got another 18-day cycle coming up in 10 days. Oh, I'll tell you that.
18 days back.
Yeah, 1 to 3.
How pretty when you do yours.
Where you going now?
Tired already.
instead of the then your college will go on the fridge, we can always find your
Yeah, we
new
plan to, we don't know, I guess in June, second week.
And
Who you gonna see up there?
Use the creamy stuff.
Well, we gonna ride around.
Ride around, see the country, see the corner.
When you going?
I believe, about second week of June.
You gotta check with their,
I gotta check to see where he's gonna be home. He been going this week.
I'm gonna go up to Peoria in that area, I think about sometime in the last 2 weeks of July.
you need to go, can I go with you? Will you see, you wanna come see Aunt Cheryl? Wanna come see me?
He goes.
Feel bad at all? July, we don't have any guests planned for them yet. Y'all are coming in July.
Yeah.
And we'll have to send in my July.
How much older was that?
Well, I may be there all month, I mean, it all depends. I
Well,
got a little
14
to
years.
come back.
we'll let you stay as long as you
We're
behave.
gonna take a truck, all back. And how's that? So where'd you get this herbal tea?
Joyce keeps hinting for,
Don't take off and leave you for a whole day.
Joyce keeps hinting for her a better pickup, so I guess maybe.
It's just pretty to ride around.
We'll drag you along.
I really thought I'd offended y'all. I said, Randy, they've left, they haven't come back. I think I've hurt your feelings.
And so I said, I just thought you didn't want me no more. You know, all right.
Well, I have recovered from my moving fear. My moving mentality.
It's over her neck.
That's what I was trying to do, and I dropped it.
Just see the girl, ain't you?
Yes, you are.
Well, I've never been.
How you know you slept through it? That's Kentucky, you didn't
Like
get
Illinois? I tell you what, well, I really like this stuff.
I think I like it, it looks like.
Parts of Illinois and Iowa too, got so much corn and soybeans, you can't imagine.
Honey, help me with these stuff. Chris, get that baby.
Oh, really?
He thought those were the two prettiest places to see.
It is.
I guess we'll take a trip.
Better be the last.
Yeah, I need to take a trip.
I live in,
But you can't go.
Colorado.
Never been to Virginia then, have you?
Yeah. No, no, we said you never paid for your races, you had to show her.
I've been to 6 new
Let's
states.
go your mom, right?
I'm fixing to.
More than all your life. He had his Michigan and Kentucky
I
yesterday.
think I've added Michigan. She said something about, I think I had never been to
Oh, honey, they have, how come there aren't pink and purple tulips down here?
Freedom is a baby
There's
Jesus.
only red and yellow. Real close to there are fuchsia and pink tulips down
Four
here.
at-
So pretty. You said about Christmas.
I've only been to one state that Cheryl hasn't been.
He said it like that too, he's Taiwanese. Focus,
The what?
I'm single.
focus.
See, it's come down.
I told him that my children watch David
I
Baby
want
Jesus.
that, you that, long, a couple days.
No.
Oh, I've been to 2
I'll take
states.
up there, everybody, people bring drink in here.
Well, you want to come see us for Christmas? We'll be home, baby.
Huh?
Ain't no problem, since she hasn't been here for a while. It's time to explain
We need a break, we need a break from another Christmas at home. Actually, Christmas here is home this year for everybody, but I think we'd be just as happy to go somebody else's house.
Have y'all heard Samuel say the word depression? He goes, credit line. He says it real funny. He doesn't understand what it means. Now, one day,
We live
he
here.
saw a conceived commercial. Oh, we do live up here.
David Avery, they live
You have a
in
baby. Who told you that? Daddy did?
And then they tell you like Hawaii.
Daddy did.
That's where they have pineapple.
Little girl, little boy? Don't know yet?
The pregnancy tests aren't pink and blue.
They don't walk.
They're not pink or blue.
Well, mine
Doing a
were.
sonogram next week.
Far enough along to see a sonogram?
She's been once. She's gonna go back.
Can't tell what it is.
No, no,
You don't want to know anyway, do you?
Do what?
Except Samuel wants to look like this.
No. They're doing it because they're not certain how pregnant she is.
Well, that's a binary condition,
Here you are.
either 1 or 0.
Dexter can see that.
Yeah, that's your kid.
Oh, me.
When you get through those tapes, you want to listen to them. So
Buck and sis.
Who gave you the tapes? I thought they were, they're
Oh,
for free to
yeah,
pay.
yeah,
They're for
yeah.
now. Miss Disney and the other one's from me.
I don't know.
The little ones
I
are from
call
Miss.
it
The ones are Miss.
Maybe I can't tell.
And the necklace is from me and her children.
Now this is wrapped.
baby girl.
Well,
Yeah, that's not really, wife said more. That was fun.
Took off, never come back.
yeah, Randy, I have to say that if you're talking about my parents, girl, and if it's.
You can open the door.
You had letters from your old girlfriend, don't talk about my parents.
Did any of my girlfriends write me? That's right.
Those sweet little letters. I do have a lot of patterns, yes. But you got a lot of patterns? I've got some patterns I have, Randy, I have 2 boxes, I whittled it down to 2
What,
boxes.
baby pattern, 20 turn?
I'm gonna make little dresses.
I got some maternity. Free. I got some maternity wear to you whenever we get home.
Capture. Probably got very long hair.
Just like you have. I knew they were expecting, because they used to have the dresses and they tied the belt in the bow. That's how I knew I was pregnant, and one, I didn't get a cousin, and she had this dress. And she was
Is this one of the shirts you made?
Unfortunately, didn't go down by with court from
They were real custom. Me and they.
I know, I bought 4 shirts on my trip, 2 of them fit and 2 were fitted and you couldn't even get them.
Misty,
I was,
is Leon with the
that was
kids?
such a good, yeah, let's get it. It's fitted.
You better go check on him, see if he's still alive.
See, that's Liz.
Well, this ended up to be a pretty good place to have the party. We got that place packed.
You wear 6 size 16 shirts.
People now.
Hey, you still start for both?
Yeah, we all week.
No, I think we'll go back either
Frida,
tomorrow night or Tuesday.
tell your
Who's on that?
next oldest sister what size shirt I wear in the neck.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him.
Oh, what arm length? Well, that's why you find that 16.
Our mental day.
I was how much shoes that been.
34, 35, so it's 16 or 16 Oh, it's just one inch to Christmas. 16 and a half.
You don't know what to do, then wait, you don't do something.
That's some of the best.
Are you late now or what?
Well, this is June the 8th, 1994. And what we're looking at is my water conversion project that I've been working on for many, many years. About 4 years ago or so, I came upon the current system for doing this, except I've got to put the other thing in there first.
They're free weekend away from home, over in the middle of it.
We used to be in the mall over there. And pick them all.
We're probably going to sleep because we haven't slept since, I don't know when.
I don't know what y'all have planned for Tuesday. Today, he goes back to the airplane. He'll come back.
What time do you have to be on the airplane?
It's noon. It's just that one hour.
Take 3 hours out of the house. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you drop him off, I can be on the plane in 4 hours. I have to park and ride the bus.
It took
I'm
me
good, 3 and a
back.
half.
Were you going to take it to the airport, Cheryl?
Cheryl, I'm taking to the airport.
Get off the green one, take that 114 to work, come out of
Better
work.
house to my
Yeah,
house,
dude.
the hour and 15
It's
minutes
gonna cost
drive
right up
time to the
on the
airport.
bridge.
My house.
From your house.
Hour and 15 minutes.
exactly.
Because if you're gonna do the Samuel take him somewhere thing, it's gonna take you
I'll come by
time.
tomorrow and come use Matt, pick him up Tuesday.
Okay.
You wanna take Samuel home with you?
So I gotta bring him
So
back.
I just have one to take care
I
of.
sure am gonna miss him.
You're gonna miss him.
That's like, well, we're going, Chris, after a little while, I said, do you miss the kids? He goes, she said they forgot they even had children until they saw someone else that had children.
We hear
Look,
that,
oh,
somebody
yes,
hear this crying kid, we go, oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna go eat out in a nice restaurant in Jefferson and then see some people, some kids, and they're crying. They're gonna go in there and say, can't you make your kids behave?
He was so funny in church.
Rita's great-great-grandpa used to, once a year, take the ox wagon and the 2 or 3 bales of hay, of cotton they had pick, and then picked out the seed by hand. Take it down there in October.
Sure.
10 miles a day. Took a week to get down there and stayed around 3 or 4 days. Just one morning he woke up on the way back and he was sleeping on the ground. He was covered in snow.
Better than
Until even a while after the Civil War. Those little barge lines that came up, steamships that come up the thing there. One of the big things that they were shipping out of East Texas was
Yeah, they got,
horse apples.
they got,
The Bogart
they
seed.
got a vegetable over
I like to have never figured out what they were doing.
Ammunition.
I like the seeds, how they.
That's the Civil War.
Oh, after the war.
What were they doing with horse apple seed?
They were planting them for fence rows.
Bodar seeds,
Bodar.
what they are.
I don't get it.
The hard.
Best fences to make.
What do you do? How do you make it?
Bodar,
You just
Plant it.
plant the road.
They don't
Oh, you
have,
mean-
they don't have barbed wire in England, they just got rocks piled up. Well, they got a little electric fence every once in a while.
Uh-oh.
They,
might be jumping up and down.
whenever they invented barbed wire, they quit chipping.
Horse apples, huh?
That's what we're calling them, horses leaves.
I know what they are, but
What can you, what do they grow? Put those things up, call it green, and wait till they dry or what? Make seeds out of them.
that'd be an idea.
Well, I
We
guess
could get a
it's
bunch of
volume.
horse apple and line our
All
pasture
ground,
with
they got
horse
seed in
apple.
it.
Well, I think I think the whole,
I've heard that from roaches, I've heard that too, but I never tried it.
Ain't water says like you can fall off the tree. What it do, you better clean it out immediately, because it's sticky. Some people make flyers out of them, 'cause I've heard about that on, Really Fast, also.
is it just one seed in there, or is all those little
No.
knots?
It's a kernel in there, probably.
I cut one into a time or two, and I mean,
Yeah,
that's.
Bill,
that's-
they got a milk stuff in there.
I'm sorry, now what
You better clean it out.
I had never seen him down here.
What cancer was that, the Yankee boy, man, hard to say what it was. He know what it was, so I hard to, northeast, you know, it's been hard down, he bleeding, you know.
Well, about horse apples? Well, I always thought horses ate them.
Don't eat it.
They won't eat them.
Like it will. I believe it, I believe it,
Rick White, that guy who wrote that history of Harrison County.
I think it's horse eating.
Something.
He didn't know why they grew black eyed seeds.
Yeah. He was surprised that they grew so much.
They, bird eat seeds out of fall. Got a kernel out there in the rock.
We had people
Just put so many birds in there.
whatever. I live in that one.
We haven't had vacation for the kids since Bill was born. Not before he was born, we sat up all night listening to time your contractions.
Before Philip was born.
That's the last time we were talking about
And
it.
then the next morning, he
Yeah, that's
slapped
right.
me.
They've been so nervous. He's gonna have this baby.
Is he not like your little girl that babysits for a night? There's only 8 of them, but I mean, I think there's another second or something else later.
Do what now?
Did you ever get like a girl to stay overnight?
I don't think we know a girl who
No, she's just.
One of the single girls at church is considering.
Yeah, well, with Susan, we'll lose the kids.
Put the locks on.
This is what we're gonna take over the trees out Friday night for birthday dinner. We're gonna mail an invitation.
You're gonna take who?
Okay, Teresa.
Barb?
Maybe
When?
Friday night.
Makes you happy. Are you going?
I think she's gonna take
Oh, it's
one.
just a men thing.
The men's are gonna take Teresa out.
No, it's a ladies thing.
Good. Good.
Hey,
Watch TV.
Yeah, if you got a 12 o'clock flight, take
Where are
it.
you going? Just get out there and play with those kids.
I need to check in everywhere, man.
one shot left.
Okay.
You got 24 exposure in there?
Yeah.
You better make it good.
I go with you. I just thought I'd do it.
We may not get to come back till next spring. Cheryl probably get to come in, but
Gee, I'll be back before next spring.
Cheryl said
I'm sorry.
get some coming up y'all for.
I had to tell Dr. Howard that he groaned.
We'll just have to go see him.
Huh? I said, I'll be back before spring. They just
Well,
said they're
let's
not gonna
see
eat
now. I
it.
don't know if Rita will come too many times if she's pregnant.
Haven't got me one more time.
Yeah. Cheryl probably, she might come in one more time.
You want to read that Gettysburg?
I like to.
You think you'll have time?
Same
What's up? Where's you gonna go?
You know, we'll watch it tonight. Or have that. Howard.
Fine with me, wherever. Just name it, I'll split half the deal.
Okay. It shouldn't be too much.
In fact, it's for sale. Frida done said I could buy it.
We gonna do
Written
just,
cabin, you know, a couple
Huh?
cabins that we all go up there. and
All this-
have
this video called Gettysburg. I said, what, 6 hours long? Have you seen it?
Plus, our house
You
is here.
want to see it tonight?
A long movie like that, I don't like this. It's about 2 hours.
No, you want to.
It keeps moving, it doesn't have many slow parts.
No, I'll be interested.
Think you will?
I know I do. I'll lose.
Why don't you just start watching it, and then if you get
I
tired,
watch it on TV.
That's
I'll
nowhere.
That's
an hour
why
to
we're
a night.
actually going.
I'll go back next night.
Well, they might have said maybe the rest
I'll
over
get
there.
my bed.
why don't you just,
They're gonna have it on television, they're gonna expand the length of it, they're gonna split it up for a few nights.
Yeah.
And then there'll be reruns. He'll slip eventually.
Last week, I made series
Now
on
ask her.
old Civil War
This year we'll stay.
Twitter on Sunday night TV. Kind of graphic. Do it already. Like,
Next year,
I don't like that going back to time. She's at the restaurant talking. I couldn't calculate the years. One part that was 77 years old. She could have been 77. 14, she got married in 1895.
I don't think it's a true story.
It was all
Honestly,
too much big picture.
It wouldn't be bad.
Didn't
Yeah,
match
the
up.
Civil War winter thing.
Yeah, it didn't match up. I couldn't.
Ian's been filming that.
the last Confederate veteran they needed alive, week before he died, they said,
Can I just take?
sir, we've never recorded a Confederate, a rebel yell. Can you do that for us? He said, no, my stomach's too full and I got too many, I've lost too many teeth. He died the next week. They sell a video where they bury him. I feel like seeing people get buried.
I think the last veteran that died in about 1950, 1960, somewhere. The widow.
It was black and white flick.
Yeah.
wow, he's over 100 years old. He died.
I don't think it's that, I think it's before the actual.
Yeah, that's big. This is 64, 65.
No, I have a dress. If it's in with that dress, if it's the same thing.
We had a guy in his 80s at work. We used to tell kids, he was one of the,
I think it may have some short sleeves.
actually he was 78. That's pretty old to be working.
I knew a lot of World War I veterans going there and be good.
Yeah.
I knew an old man in his town. He lost family. He was a vet. World War.
Well, nobody, but you can't say it. I didn't even know.
And You know, one guy was a Spanish American water.
Good grief. Some of the veterans from that war fought.
Probably saved your life.
We
God, Vietnam and Korea.
Well, it was Vietnam.
Nobody would have never been alive.
The mayor of Fayetteville, where I'm from, he had been in World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, and served as reserve in the Persian Gulf.
Sam, no. Philip.
They had a,
It's gonna squish your leg.
waste of time.
Shut the door.
He got moved again, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, it wasn't.
You can't go out there.
Hey, well, it's he had served in World War II.
Philip, no, no.
Vietnam.
No, Buster.
So she said,
Oh, I hope surely he could sleep.
I didn't heard of it.
Yeah, well, you did.
At least get your minutes.
I think they made it warm.
He was telling me.
Never heard of it, none.
There's a few.
Well, it's this guy was appointed.
I'm not gonna take it.
He
I
had
don't even.
actually more full than three campaigns. He went running, got him to get a degree or something.
I didn't know.
He went through that, that no commission officer. He got one hurt leg.
He deserves. Got back.
This dude was nobody else did it. He was, like I say, I never really
Ronnie said, "Hey, you want to go to Washington?"
appreciate people.
My parents went to Canada. I had a picture from my brother. I was sitting there, I was looking at him. And I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it.
Real bad.
My parents, I had to-
Brought it. That's like Chris.
I thought about, well, sometimes I'll sit back.
I said,
What are you looking at? Something about this shape.
Never been there. Been in
Where you-
Quantico.
Used to make me look in the closet, and I was
My parents, I was like, I was just trying to run through it. I didn't,
oh, yeah.
I knew who you say.
Let's leave the door
I don't
open.
have it, I don't have it before.
Philip, let's open
You
that
know,
door,
you should
okay?
have
Open the door.
learned to get in
Let's
there.
open the door.
Swing across for another 100 feet.
Go play. Go play with the children.
Oh, pretty. It was.
Those courses are good. You're
I
on one side.
brought that little pad and I didn't think I needed it.
Boy, they got a sink clean in their flat. Every afternoon about 6 o'clock.
Take this one too.
I think come back here.
Yeah, try not to take it to one place. It's really complicated.
Oh, I do it.
Oh, and I didn't get my.
Every day about 4 o'clock.
Let me see.
You ask that.
What it takes. Yes. Oh, that was fine. Probably grown extremely fast when they get down to like just the edge of the.
Delays.
Oh, that's a easy.
They're bad enough to kill cows sometimes.
I've seen that thing.
Look over structure. I got some idle make coral, worming medicine. Well, I'll tell you, that looks like that. But I think it's supposed to kill flies too.
I didn't think you apply it.
You just pour it right down their back. It's got a squeeze bottle and it's got a measuring cup on top. And you guesstimate how much weight they got.
Anyway, Doug.
Squeeze that bottle and fill it up on top and then pour it over the cup and you squeeze another one. So I moved them last week, got them in the trailer. I got them in the trailer. I got them in the trailer. One of them all.
That's up on that,
which they didn't.
Down on Red River, just
They didn't have, so I got it canceled.
I don't know, I keep hearing about it, I don't know if it's restricted to bonds or not.
I read, Maxon,
I seen it, he was playing some river like that.
What?
That's down.
It's like, if they get polite on it, sit down.
Going on, boat playing.
Get a manicure now, so I thought,
Houston.
but they want $10. I was
Small
told
area.
they shop
Build it up.
$10.
Yeah.
Lisa, the only way the
So that's great. What's that cell now?
You don't have to get red or anything?
Some kind of, you can die.
I took
You can
that.
buy it.
They're just putting
Malaria?
No, it's not malaria.
I have impact diabetes and red. I took it
You'll be
off.
surprised.
It's gonna be carrying, it already is.
Take all this off so they can start.
She was carrying AIDS.
I don't have a case in Africa.
See, when I do it, the only thing is, I think I've been 2 minutes now, polish, it kind of gets thick and it takes
I mean,
time to
this
dry.
kid at home.
That's a
And
social
it's 2 coats,
meeting.
hot,
Man, it's funny. One of these, I don't care what the doctors say or what. Listen, they've been
You
punished.
can't tell it's scientific.
I know what they do. Started in one neighborhood, that's what it's gonna stay
They're
at.
gonna sleep with that shit.
They won't stay there, but we're gonna shut her.
Let's wipe it out after.
That's why they have to run out to the kids there and all of his kids.
Father died and brought it up.
It was already set. Oh, yes, hurry up, shake it up. Did something have, probably in the
What do you call it, petting zoos out there?
Spinning them out all night. Tens. If you go in there and take your hand, about that much, China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh,
I guess you could just kind of
Malaysia.
start doing a double crochet and then maybe stitch it.
And that is probably 40, 50 tons world population.
Come here, Philip, see Grant.
Go right up and around over in Africa. Very large,
Come and see
a
Grant.
lot more hospitable. Was 400 million people. Black and not organized.
Where you going?
Other places, they're dying. They're just opening themselves up to colonization. St. Leon is still alive. St. Leon is still alive.
About 15.
Well, the thing is, you buy the cure card.
Well, they claim they never gonna be able to find a cure for it. They're spending more on that than they are on heart and cancer research combined. It's some mighty powerful people. These people know who all the
What's the thing about the difference between the AIDS virus and cancer? Exactly about an ounce of prevention. They know what's prevention.
Yeah, well, I heard one guy one time say, well, it's just a lifestyle problem. I mean, people eat too much and they get heart disease, their fat, and that's just a lifestyle.
There's one right here in your daughter. Go fetch your cracker.
And the push now, homosexual sex.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of research trying to prove that.
They're trying to prove it. I've seen proof where they said,
It was saying all the things that Meta does, like I put 10 fingernails, 10 toenails, how many.
Right, so they'll lie to anything they can to prove their point.
they're saying 20% of the
I'm a walk-in
I'll see
encyclopedia.
in Scientific America or whatever.
They want you to believe it, they can see it.
If they say
I'll
chicken,
tell you what,
believe it.
you know, we can't believe anything you read and not half what you see.
We see,
Like this
oh, we
US
see.
News World Report, they had the picture of this Congressman Mandela on the front. It said, free at last. They're gonna have a free house for everybody and free job for everybody. We're gonna pay for it. White folks do this. That big one.
They have a wall run through.
They don't want it, they don't want a white homeland because people couldn't pass it. They won't know what happened, look at Rhodesia. Rhodesia was the same way.
They were white. They were white ruled, Rhodesia. And the blacks,
And nobody even mentions it. They changed the name of the country.
Maybe pretty
Nobody
good
even
time
knows.
when she looks at that stuff.
there was a time when there was not a single white living there because they wiped them out.
Well, there wasn't any blacks when the Boers came into South Africa. There were blacks.
There's somebody's Lynette.
No
Taylor.
Zulu?
No, Zulu.
Leon says he thinks that
Crackers,
crackers
they
are
mentioned
going
the
to
crackers. Can they get the time?
Well,
Well,
they-
Leon has the,
They wars and that.
yeah, why would Leon not learn that she's already got the
I taped this program last night. Talking about the niggas who watch. Pretty boring.
Y'all like that, you're sorry, staff, I watched that.
Mandela.
Don't finally take it out.
I know, he's out of college too.
78 years old.
He's communist, but they just put him in charge.
He went out of touch with Gov, he's been in prison 25 years.
Chopped up each.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna be home for a while, so I'm gonna get a good look at it.
Now, Kane, the clerk, is
Bitty baby.
Wow.
No, we gotta go home and stay a while now.
Shut
I'm here for 6 weeks.
Mandela's wife, so-called, she's been out in the picture, you know, since she got out. But he has another wife, kid, that says, well, if he's as great man as you say, he said, you ought to come home to his wife and kids.
I'm gonna try, Mother, I'll just
So,
see.
both of them.
They said it's Michael Bay is gonna be, once he gets to the United States, he'll have $1 million in his family.
Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't take 4 licks for a, I sure got, well, I bet it ain't no worse than wet cat.
If there were so many, if there were so many blacks in South Africa, they were all voting, how come they only won 40% of the parliament? Why isn't it almost all black? Why were the whites still voting?
Black or white. See, they got 3
I
classes
think
of
that's
people.
what I was told, Lee.
They got white, black, and half.
A lot of blacks are pretty well off. They won't get them.
They got white, black, and half.
Got that rush away.
Yeah, the middle and then the 4 little things.
Well, no, it's
That's
not.
what it was.
Grandma made somebody on like that. You're that way, Misty? Grandma. Well, yours is pretty cool.
Well, that's nice.
They all have to bring your kid back and bring it out.
Yep.
This was pretty though, because whoever had done it,
Good
had
dress
been
up.
like, you know, the strips they joined them together with. They
Nobody
didn't
ever
use
explained
kind of
why
fusion
the
purple
Africa, the
cotton.
seed of
I
civilization.
thought whoever made that, did a good job, because he didn't coordinate with that pretty colors.
The summertime, we're still out.
Do you feel brave enough
Nor
to
wheels.
Samuel home, Mom?
Yeah, it's Stafford.
Neither did the Pink Coast
Well,
Lions.
we keep you on paper down here, but the problem is that.
They were in contact with.
No, he wouldn't get
They probably did it one time, but they just lost it, I think. They
Where's the
Indian
spoon?
tribe, some of them, not all of them, some of
There's
them.
something that.
Oh, you're saying, you know, that's changed.
I was telling all of us that I was really good. Yes.
That would explain some of the shapes of those pyramids in.
Culture was the same. Toltecs had big thick lips like blacks. They say part of those though that there's still a birthmark here in the hip.
Tell them about the Friday night ritual.
Some of the kids that come out of Mongolia, and they've got the same thing in Mongolia, they trace it that way. But, you know, St. Paul was shipwrecked with about 200 and something people. Well, Nina,
Friday night, that's their
Santa
thing.
Maria,
Friday night, they
Columbus
sleep
came
in
over
bed.
it. 30 feet long, had about 20, 25 people, 30, so whatever it was. It was about as long
How many
as
did y'all get
this
of those in the other?
free ship.
We got
For
any
the
of those
time of
extra,
St.
you
Paul,
know?
they had ships that carried 200 people.
Really?
Big bunch, and it's one of the biggest mysteries I can't understand. Paul mentioned one place, we left A and went to B and picked up a compass
Karen's a little
and
higher.
set a course for
You
C.
look real similar to what we got.
See, the compass wasn't rediscovered until a little bit before the time, mid-1400s.
The Chinese had it and never did anything.
Used to hang on the.
They had it for centuries before that, and never figured out what to do with it.
I do raise the ball.
Goodness, I lady.
Then she'd send these pathetic letters to Daddy to school, to college, and he'd hand
Oh, I
them to me.
found
I'd
this
read
letter.
it in class.
Come
I
on,
found
keep
this letter she wrote me. It was on like a little check or something. It was when she was real little after college or something. She goes, "Dear Evan, I love you and you're a good sister
something like that, and she said, if you don't write me, I'm gonna get you.
Sometimes that's not bad.
Well, I got her get well.
Yeah, but
She said,
they ain't got
"Like,
free
ours
solutions.
just think it was cursing, so maybe third grade." She said, "Yeah, well, we don't want none
I
of
say,
this
well,
boo-hoo."
Bill
And
Smith
she's
ball
got
out
the
there, they
bottom
just,
line.
again,
Ass. She did that? I remember going to that long house saying,
to where, oh, Bill Smith ball out,
"I'm
they
ready
just,
to fold her funeral."
Bill Smith.
When I die, y'all.
Well, I know somewhere I have the letters mother used to write in college on her menus, because she didn't have any more paper to make her menus.
A lot of times I went to hospital, they're expecting you to have his paper. And Cheryl, she was bad about not dating her. Right, or she put a lot of dates on her.
Oh, speaking of, I'm telling Randy, he's talking about my past.
Randy sold that up there.
Moved
Randy,
the other day.
that little, antique shop in there. Bought that and somebody put a
There
ball
was
in
this
there.
one in there.
He had been trying to sell that
Oh,
And
God.
she must have
years.
done something nice for you, because you
That
had written
once
this
or-
letter
once or
to
twice
Randy,
at
and
auction,
said,
there was
"Oh, I can't wait till
$100,000
Amber gets to come," and she was
They
just
sold
so
the
sweet.
one
Whatever
girl
she
out
done,
here,
it just made your day, you know? And I got
Well,
so tickled.
now,
She said, "Give me paper."
coming in about Boy, I
I
come
went
back
to
in
this
there
letter, I
and
thought, Randy, I, your mother, why did you marry Amber? I said, she just hung them up, look at it. So I mean, this is, read this letter. Miss Clark was writing this letter to Randy about Amber.
Thing in the world, I didn't have potato
stuff
either.
up there.
But the funny part was, here I'm reading this letter about Amber and this, you know, nice gift and whatever. Miss Clark was just oohing and oohing about how nice Amber was. All of a sudden, I'm reading it real dramatically, you know, and Randy goes, my mother did not write a letter like that, to let me see. So I showed him the letter and he's like, I don't remember. That's what he said, that didn't really happen. I said, yes, it did, and this is your mother's
Well,
handwriting, so I
coffee
know
will
it happened. He just kept on and on.
How much more? It's been turned off, I think.
Well,
This is supposed to be the real thing, ain't it?
I think I have some tea though.
It was too cute, because there's some other things, like you read.
Blue picture?
Grandma and grandpa, and he's like, I'm like, don't throw those away, Randy.
In the
Where's
refrigerator.
cups?
Are there other dispersed
Well,
chemicals?
like his
First
grandmother
one.
just wrote this letter since we got married, you know, and
No.
she doesn't say
Hey,
a whole
now, we
lot,
went
you know,
to,
it rained 3
Stones
days.
and Crawford.
And we don't
Last
feel
October.
good, we've been
Who
to the
did?
doctor, but I mean, they're
You
just.
and I.
Oh, didn't we take the kids with us?
South of Nashville.
You've been a big person.
Stones River, Murfreesboro, Murfreesboro, just south of Nashville.
I'll tell you what, the greatest blessing, the greatest curse South had, Robert E. Lee.
Why'd you say greatest curse?
He hadn't had get such good generalship, but it cost us $200,000.
She's so jealous, and I bought our house.
Bravery.
He was as smart as Rommel, Hitler's best got 1930s, came over, spent 3 weeks on a bicycle, riding down the Shenandoah Valley, checking out Robert E. Lee.
You sure you wasn't checking out what Stonewall Jackson did out in the Shenandoah?
Stonewall was one of the Stonewall and the Magruder. Lee was a pair of 3, and if it had Stonewall and Magruder, he'd have a little,
Came from Marshall Friday.
lost it. He made,
Marshall.
he made, when he made
I
Picnic Star, he
have this
made
thing, is I have utensils
That was
in
a
it
turning
that
point
probably
for
look with the
lost the division.
blue stripe on it. I bought these 2 things that were kind of like that. And I think
Maybe
blue
30,000 men.
paint plants, and I'm all over my cabinets, and they look really nice.
Maybe don't show that though, they don't have 1,000 in charge. They have about 1,000.
You know, these little guys on this song real long, they couldn't run 50 yards
You
ahead.
want
They
to
was
plug
losing
at 8 feet,
imagine that?
water
That
plants,
many?
they'll die for it. They told me the thing is,
Red
little
like
plants,
this.
they look real, you can't tell
He's
them.
in charge.
You mean, all you ever did is that's about it.
Well, just around there, they got rent there living now.
That's why.
That first, you just put it in.
Look at the roar side.
They didn't have a weapon.
Well, they had a whole bad.
That's why you're here, man. He was mad. They had mortars that were big ball kids to the town.
What calendar did they use? I know it's very,
They 75
Seriously, 44?
Roll the rock.
And when you hit, you just spun, it just pulled. And you come out, you know, you hold that big, or small. The wounds were terrible. There were more people died from wounds than water.
80% of the compound fractures died of osteomyelitis.
The M16, I know the bullet was designed so that when it hits something, it tones.
How much does this need? How much does it
Because it's supposed to be like a 22 bullet and a 45 cartridge.
I bought a little smaller, and they said it was a low light.
The other one's called the tower, goes in like this. And it goes like this.
One hit set it outside.
The AR-15.
If somebody go call up low light,
Can I go out and buy
They
it
got it out.
within the next
I think that I got it.
When's that contract for?
I'll make it out. My brother got it.
What they want to do tonight, we're sorry about that, they just stop crying and wind them up. American citizens who don't feel home.
And it looked like each other, so it had two curtains. So it just had like a curtain. Then on the center part where the curtain was, you find another curtain that's 2 inches wide
That's it,
and
all.
cover that.
Yeah, so
Contrast color, and then you kind of twist it, so it's kind of twisted up in the middle.
24
Like
men
a
and
little
over,
kid.
and not one
And I don't think it had a lot of
back,
soda.
that all back.
I got the stuff in my curtain, and I cut them all out.
Both guys, they
Well, they raised it.
Bring me the rest of my.
come up 3 pieces and put it back together. And it's amazing. I mean, it's in real
Crack it up. What'd they run that thing on?
You know, that's.
a steam.
What? You know the crackers that are
Hey,
in
they
Well, that's
got
right, it wasn't a submarine, it was just,
the,
you think they also would bounce off.
the steam part, the,
It has a little
cover
skinny
all
part.
over the quarter of the boat.
And I make it
It's
look,
140
see, I look, I
small.
couldn't believe it.
Because I was sitting there doing
It's
that.
amazing, I mean,
Look back here, that
It's got this
branch
big
cut
wheel
and it
back
had
in the
someone
back,
that- and I thought,
the
well,
turbine,
I bet, you know.
and it used 2
That-
tons of
Oh,
coal
well,
out.
that's old, way on later, did they?
2 tons of coal
And I was
out.
saying, I saw something at Walmart, I thought, well, this
Can
is
you
kind of
imagine
cute.
that?
Well,
Imagine
it's like
shoveling
$10, that's not bad.
I mean, the massive arm,
Well, you
there,
had to
it's
have
amazing.
size one, you had to have like.
I know,
worked.
if that had about 30 or 40 of them, they'd sunk in Yankee ships.
I'm
Cleared
like,
that
well,
blockade
if I
out.
move out of this house, am I gonna keep?
The problem
It's got this big old wheel. Inside the turbine, turns back with
First, I'm
it.
amazing.
They wouldn't look, I mean, they go to maximum.
But turn the propeller?
It looks-
I didn't know they had
Not the pedal, I mean
the paddle.
the paddle
The
wheel.
ones I
They
make, I
wouldn't-
will be able to
the
take down and
1880s
I
before
can
they had
make
the
them
screw
narrow
propeller.
or wide depending on how many little.
I could use it again.
When was the Titanic?
By Titanic went down 1912.
I said, well, I just think that this is the
18,
worst room
80,
in the house.
right?
20, 30 years before
Windows. And others,
Uh,
that shouldn't have, kitchen, tiny, the kitchen and the utility room.
Nostradamus predicted
All the other stuff is just like two.
the sinking of the Titanic.
I'd like to
Named
do
it.
this first.
I like that.
I'm not in the living room with
Well,
the light.
Oh, yeah,
It's
okay,
dark.
yeah.
Oh, I have.
And he predicted the rise of Hitler. Got your name spelled one letter wrong.
No, we have some, it's when we started out, we installed no furniture for about a year.
Well,
But I
Well,
couldn't
what
find
range
it.
is that?
Well, you know, when you write something in riddle,
Yeah, it's
rhyme,
supposed to take
it
about
could
6
be
weeks, wasn't it?
misinterpreted.
They went there the
Because,
week
for example,
after.
the
We went
French
there the 21st.
premier that did does it so, he named him
I don't
Richelieu.
even remember before I got here,
You named-
but I found.
He said 3 Antichrist.
He said it could be
So we got
done.
2, we got 1 in modern times.
Well, that's what he said. You know, I'm very
Skeptical, huh?
skeptical about
Illinois, there's no Illinois.
people who prophesy.
They know we're doing.
He can be right with everything. If he's ever wrong on one, then he's a false prophet.
You don't pass the test.
Illinois.
But the thing of it is, we don't know what, I don't really know much about it. I don't know what
We
it
were
says. A lot of this stuff is written,
visiting preacher came
like,
out.
you know, reading the palm. Let me read your palm and I can tell you, well, tomorrow you're gonna go to see a new place.
San Antonio.
Very broad, and very
Those
generic.
SAS
Yeah, so you
shoes
can't
that
be
we
pegged
really
down,
wanted to go
but
back
now
to.
this guy,
Where was this
he
outlet?
told,
Oh, it was like in the edge of Michigan, Indiana.
and 1791 French Revolution,
No, this outlet I was talking about.
he's
I mean, he just had like
told
Jonathan Logan
Mark
had the
that they would
Charles
open
had
his grave with
Craig
desecrated
Barrel.
body.
Did you know that there had
And
China?
whenever they opened his
The
grave,
one over at
he was
Terrell,
holding
was going 30 miles
a
an hour.
placard that had that date
What
on
are they
it.
building over there? And factory outlets, we have about 60-something stores.
Those kids.
We got
He identified Hitler,
Thank you.
Napoleon,
Napoleon, we said we get our stuff paid off.
He didn't say anything about, well, I know didn't say anything about Mussolini and Stalin. Stalin was working.
Buy something? Because he was so funny when we worked the other day.
Hang out.
He was like so proud. He took like 2 regular malls and 2 outlet malls. We corresponded by one single thing. He was proud because he took
They said, you know, they figured, y'all, get the longitude and altitude in New York City.
He did what?
If it's in the city,
We were sitting there
the
resting.
longitude and altitude, we can go in the city, will disappear. Well,
If Randy doesn't find them all,
Anti-gravity.
Well, yeah,
stand around and look
like
at
we
it.
fixed.
I mean, it becomes
I got
awful.
some, I think, I'd like to go see it. Or I can have this other one.
He said it will disappear in a flash, like an atomic bomb or a hydrogen bomb.
Well, there's a lot of people in the Mid
Yeah,
East,
about
if
shopping.
they had the resources and they're not far away from having
Now, I heard
it.
this, right, this
Do it
guy
in
talking one time
New York
about,
minute.
like women, you say, you wanna go to
Destroy it.
the mall and get a flag.
But,
That
no, I
means
think
you
the
have to
world
look
is
for
very
like 2 or 3
different
hours,
times, that's
look
all
at
I
all
know
the
for sure.
shops.
Very
And they know you get the best
I'm
price.
glad I ain't gonna be
He said, a
able to
man
see
just, man, we don't, he said, well, all this would be nice to go to.
I might be.
Shopping over time, but I'll go with it.
Time to get short.
Here's a glass,
Down
let's
here,
get it, let's go.
somewhere in the range of,
No, I can't
I believe
say
that's
that.
7 days, 6 days.
Just go like, yeah, well, get it and go.
I'm thinking about 1998, 2001.
Well,
Whatever.
So, and you know what's
Trash
even
was
funnier is
technically born, I think, about 4 years.
Randy,
You'll see.
like, we're driving up there, just like driving that truck, didn't even want to get on the street. I was just being silly, I was driving this truck and they were in the
Driving
bigger
price
truck.
was
I was going, it's going out and on, off the T-Rock Center Road, you know, flashing
Took
lights.
his turn in this
You know, and I was
century,
just being
1
silly.
million people.
He don't stop, he won't stop.
Like an exponential function.
Yeah, it's exponential function, and it just, the earth has always interdicted and trimmed itself back, but it
Sorry
hasn't
about
this
that
time.
outlet mug.
And it's headed hell to hell. Another 30 years, 25 years, you'll have
But no,
10
Randy
billion
thinks
people
his
on
son
this
does that
earth.
outlet
No
mall.
way.
You know, the piano
It's
factory's
sinking.
not far from us.
The what
I don't
kind
know,
of-
I'll
Well,
put different theories.
it was an old piano factory, they made
You
it
can
into
drive.
outlet malls.
There's areas just,
Well, Alex
this
will
world.
tell me what he wants, so I'll go to the outlet mall, get it, come home, and he just has to try it on, approve it.
But, you know,
And I
recently,
wash it and stick it.
Well, you can't grow anything here. But, well, one of the reasons we're under attack by the world is there is a program out to have a one world government that's headed by the United Nations.
Randy put on the pound postage over the.
And I've got one book on it, I've seen a number of others, but
So I did
the
that.
IES code, the International Economic,
So I took you long, because I knew 3 trips I'd be dead. Get back to Randy, because I still know how she did. I mean, I think
It
she
is.
outdid Randy in the movie.
and they're going to strip America is just wasteful of its resources, so they're going to convince us we shouldn't be doing that.
Let's
In
hurry.
fact, take everything away
But when I
from
told her that all
us,
I wanted to go shop after him, she was ready
equalize
to go.
things and all that sort of thing.
Will we be the first
Well, I
nation
think
ever to
everything's still pretty
voluntarily
much
clear
where you put
everything up?
except for some
Yeah,
of the pants.
I'll bet.
We're pretty stupid.
No,
Kinda like, we're
that's
gonna go
what
with
the
that.
plan is. If we don't agree, then it's going to be taken, or never taken. They'll so destroy things. They don't understand that America is the reason that the world made any progress. You go outside the United States, you go outside of Western Europe.
It's windy all the time,
Well,
so you
Japan
can't just go
is
out and
kind
take
of
a walk,
advanced,
because if the
but
south wind is
basically,
blowing, we always get headaches.
You go to
on what
Mexico,
it is.
you go anywhere,
But it's not as bad, the
Africa,
south wind
you go
blows
to
up all
Russia,
that junk, I
places.
guess.
These
Oh,
places,
getting
people
sick
by
and
and large
stuff.
live like man always has, which is an abject poverty and
You
misery.
can't ride his bike because it's so windy. all over.
They never, been saying last 500 years.
you know, the thought of accruing enough capital that you could retire was unheard of.
Well, Karl Marx, know what he wanted to do. He wanted to dissipate capital into wages for the, if they'd done that, we never had an advanced economic system because there'd been no accumulation of capital. And whenever they got a hold of the system, they took the excess earnings of the worker, which he never knew what was, and put it into state objectives, which meant when the Communist Party, gotchas and perks and
But she said they
and all
said
that sort of
it
thing.
was called by.
Didn't he come up with, come up with an economic theory like
rolls.
the Rhodes Scholar? You know, he developed the Rhodes Scholar. That Bill Clinton Rhodes Scholar. William Rhodes.
Social statement.
Yeah, maybe he, I think Orchard. What if he developed kind of a
I don't know too much about it, but his program is very serious.
You get that Discovery Channel?
No, I get TLC. See, I'm on satellite.
I get TLB from that. I Discovery Channel pretty good on a lot of documentary on style of people like that.
I'm gonna have cable up here when I get back. Go up here full time, I'll have a video.
I watch that, and you get some actual beans, you get some pretty good documentary and stuff.
I'm gonna program it to throw stuff off on tape because
There's no action in this part, you actually seeing what's happening, you don't see a person acting out somebody's life, like that.
Because every time they do that, it's
Yeah,
thwarted.
well, yeah,
They always thwart it.
yeah, they thought, they're decent for
That's
the
all
selling.
the days that has happened that.
More reason to just sell it. I mean,
Stretches, yeah.
they want to change our perception of history so they can make the future what they want.
kids in my room don't, class don't have any idea, hardly at all about World War II.
They could take that
Haven't been taught
about
anything about it.
Civil War, American World War
Well, you
I.
know, this generation that's in high school now, I'll say the
They don't know anything
majority,
about the Vietnam War.
they don't do that, they don't know that this, they don't know this guy on Christian heritage.
I wasn't about to say,
They don't know anything about
to the moan or anything.
1918, 1919.
See, I wouldn't have this happen, I wouldn't even
Oh,
know the
you're-
stove plugged up. and
you're
this
like
gonna be
Grant
gone.
Sim.
I wouldn't even, unless I
You
was
seen it,
looking
maybe?
or usually plugged up.
World War II.
Finding one day, I asked questions.
Yeah.
The old tanks, planes,
Oh, boy.
and the bodies laying on the field, and gas, they've been acting gas, you see the gas flying around, you know, they got the gas mask on.
Ypres, Belgium.
Well, it'd be too much for it over yonder, but I found the other one on
YPRES, French name, Belgium. They changed the name of it since then.
So I didn't even call. see
I
what
jumped through there,
it's gonna be, 'cause I thought
oh,
that
a number of
thing
years
was
ago
done.
on a train from Australia.
Go back over to Carl's house and
And,
Sears and bring it back.
He had been in World War I, he'd come back over to see where he was at. But in this town in Belgium,
Yes,
they
they
had
still.
160 military graveyards. It
Yeah,
was the total on a 1,000-mile line in Florida.
They was, they just point blank range, just trenches. They
You know,
just,
little water-cooled guns fire all day without, unless the water boiled out.
they just shoot each other and gas each other, all they
That's
did.
another thing you got to thank Robert E. Lee for. He mastered the techniques of trench warfare, went around Richmond and
Well,
Petersburg.
If they'd used the Gatling gun, which they had available too, maybe the shorten the stick quite a bit. In case, he said that they had signs everywhere that said you need to have your tetanus up to date, and if you have dogs, they need to be rabies vaccinated, because dogs were still digging up bodies, and farmers were still turning over helmets and all this sort of thing. And all of the rusty wire around there had tetanus on it. That was 60 years at that
Dead
time.
bodies took it.
Yeah, that was 60 years after the war was over. I've gone through on the train, I've flown over that area, and you can still see the trenches and the old pillboxes, command posts and everything in some areas. There's more traces of World War I in some areas than there are World War II.
That's incredible how long those trenches were.
Got 1,000 miles long.
They're still finding shell in Vicksburg, I mean, what is, Mississippi?
Yeah, Vicksburg.
Digging them up, I'm probably, they're doing a lot, you know, building up there now. And big old mortar shells, we went to the drugstore downtown. And he had them was lined up in there. Mortars, and all kind of
Well, one time up
cannonballs.
that time in Kansas,
I found
you
some
had your metal
old
detector, and
plastic
that one
cars
back,
with
we
yellow.
threw it in the cigar box, and mini balls, and lead me.
I was off old, Fort Raleigh.
Yeah, Fort Raleigh, Kansas, yeah.
Fort Raleigh, Kansas.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been up
Yeah,
under
It was the old, Custer's house. We have the quarters in the country.
Well,
where
look
you
at
take
this,
them.
this must be mine.
I don't know what we did about it.
It may be, huh?
Every time I hear Custer, I remember seeing that bumper sticker. So Custer had it coming.
He still did.
Oh, well, they was in
He
there.
was
I know
going
this
home.
from-
His eagle killed him.
He was the second lieutenant in the First World War, I mean, in the Civil War.
Civil War, he was
He was,
sure.
and he was a general by the time it was over, I think.
Actually, no, he wasn't a general at the end of the Civil War. He was still running errands for generals.
I thought he was
He
very
went-
general.
He got sent off to Longstreet and was to
Did he
tell.
get shot once in Civil War?
I don't know, but I've read an account where he was sent to Longstreet when Lee was going to negotiate surrender to try to negotiate that ceasefire
But they didn't
when they
go
were
around the hedges
talking
because
treaty.
they said it needed to be
He sassed Longstreet. Longstreet was just about after him and Gordon. I think he's the other guy.
He wasn't well
They
liked.
got
was
carpet in the boardroom too.
Yeah, in the Civil War, the Confederacy had a tendency to use their own horses. Said you brought a horse from home or you bought a horse. Where the Unions, cavalry used, a horse issued to them. And the Confederate horses, when they could get them fed, they were much better breeded, much better stock. And he kept on trying to get Longstreet to give him his personal horse, which was fine. And he had this horse that was bleeding and was limping.
My great-great-grandfather, census of 1860, all his farm animals, his home, and his farm was estimated to be $100 per child. And 2.5 to 3 years later, he was transferred from the 6th Georgia Cavalry. Supposed to go on to the 66th Georgia Infantry, but he ended up at 65th, and I didn't find out a few months ago why. It was so decimated, the 66th and 65th, so the next point you get out of it. But whenever he was transferred from the cavalry to the infantry, they paid him $257 for the use of his horse.
But he got more out of the horse, he wasn't paying for it.
Well, I know, but it was Confederate money, but
Oh.
it wasn't worth it.
That's true.
When did he come back? When he came back, did he come back? Did he live?
Yeah, he got shot at the Battle of Cassville. He lived the rest of his life. I think he was probably not able to work.
What was,
You
what was,
got letters on that document on that?
The morning report discharge. When transfer, he got shot at the Battle of Cassville. State hospital somewhere.
Did he receive any pension? Yeah, I said, give him that job.
He didn't live long enough. Now, he was on the Confederate side. That's
They
Confederate.
paid him, yeah.
I don't think he did really until
Later on, they
1890 or 1900 or so, as the South started paying some. Y'all see that movie the other day? What it was last year or so?
2-4 series there. I couldn't make out these dates in there. They kept jumping around so much.
She lived up until 1970. She was
Was that when she died in 1970?
No, it was later than that, because she was, as I understand it,
She was 14 or 12 when she was 13. She got married.
no, she was 15,
15. He was 12 when he went to service.
12 or 13 or something.
12, he was young.
Anyhow, it didn't say if you went in the first or the last, so that'd be,
One part I caught there,
as I understand, she was born in that 1880.
yeah, well, one part, the first part of the movie said that they were having this meeting, it said it was 30 years after the Civil War. So I'll calculate 1895.
Yeah, that was like, they were married long before that, they were married around, no, it would have been about 1895.
1895 when they both got married. Oh, she was 12, 14 years old. 15. Anyway, it didn't still make sense.
But she was,
He was,
she lived up in the late 1980s, so I think, so she would have been born around, younger actually.
yeah, they're going to enter 90.
See, that 1880 to 1980. She was 100 years old. Well, that speech she gave,
So it was a true story.
well, that was, I heard about it whenever it occurred.
based on one.
See, what happened, there was a lot of surviving widows. Because after they started paying pensions, a lot of young girls married old men because the widows got the pension.
Anyway, he coming there, he was
Some of the girls were 13, 14, married guys, 65, 70 years old.
back, I said, what did you say?
That's why you lost survival with it. They wanted to actually survive the winter, not his first wife.
They get,
Got his 2 or 3 wives down the line.
Gross.
I'm on granny,
Burn guns up for him.
I didn't see what she did go with. Did that gun go off and blind your son?
Blind her firstborn, his son, you know, they already showed him actually getting shot. But this woman had a telephone, she come over and got, and they went back, she talked to some old lady. Anyway, she went back, got all the guns out, broke his gun case, pile apart.
And then Kay's gonna eat.
Well, they were all came over there. The one guy said, don't put his gun in there, it may have bullets go off.
Oh, for kids.
She told me to get the gun. They just reached in and gun apart.
I'll pay you, baby. Hey, Bethy, come here.
Took 'em all
Bethy,
away.
come here.
That was unfortunate.
Come here, let Granny tie your belt. Let Granny
Well,
tie
he
your
called for
belt.
Ben.
Everybody.
You know, that's what he
He
gets
was
up.
about 100 when he died.
He didn't get done, his gun. He lost everything else. I mean, his land, he sold his farm. He got his oil ventures down in Louisiana.
Well, she,
So what's your name, Junior? What's your name, George Junior. What was your mother's name
He
now?
was all bit first one.
Kathleen May,
Oh,
May
yeah.
Gray.
but he was
Hey,
blind.
no, Kate.
War tore him, but
Name,
his
name.
friend got killed.
What was the middle name?
Yeah, that bothered me. That was the last thing he could talk about.
Maggie.
Maybe, M-A-I-D-E.
Yeah, her
They were all father and
mother
mother.
name was Blanche. They have something against decent names. This is their family curse. Blanche.
Lanny, okay? Have you ever been
That's maybe all the.
Well,
I didn't want to see those books.
You need to go now.
okay, all
Well, I
right.
had the keys in my car, but I think everybody's kind of pretty close to taking their nap. I think they're gonna sleep at 4 o'clock, or it's 3.
Are they in that book here?
Take your kids.
Rick got old still. I bought one of those like 1866.
Oh.
1867.
Private eye. We have lied to our mother so much this past month. It's not even funny.
Was it
Dirt.
big pictures or what?
And the funny part was you signed it up on something like this.
Written by you, no less.
Yeah, they all, they describe, all this.
Come here.
I've got a reproduction company bought, put out by,
Get up and come on down here.
I've got the Harper Weekly. Big,
You got that?
yeah, reproducing back in about 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, it's Rick. Oh,
I've got this, all illustrations.
yeah.
I like reading that thing, it says, well, you know, Harper, Yankee,
Oh, okay.
Revolution came up the hill and all that, you know, over. Did
Come here,
this.
fill up the ready.
My mom was there.
Now it's
So when
Come here, Philip. Let's change that diaper, son. Come here.
And she said that, back then.
Hey, Misty. Better not let Richard find out you moved his table in here and didn't move it
So
back.
he was like 46 and she's 35. So when Papa
Pretty cold, it was kind of cool, when Richard come out.
Don't do me.
We got on camp that first morning about 7 o'clock. It was rough.
I tell you what's funny, when the sun comes out, the skies clear up, it may be 35 degrees, everybody puts their shorts on.
Everybody does what?
Put their shorts on.
They really ain't got on the marble.
They'll have a sweater on.
35 degrees, heat wave then.
I can't get over how white everybody is out there. So, I'll probably, they look at me, I'm dark compared to them.
I thought you were black.
I passed a German like somebody the other day. I was dressed like a German. Somebody stopped and asked my interpreter if I was German. I can't pass for Russian. Skin texture.
Yeah, I remember you telling them to take the spot.
Book, more about the book.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. That's something that was sleep and stuff. Sandy.
I know you know it.
I think they're ready to go.
Appreciate it. I need to.
What?
Too much quieter.
Yeah.
What?
Talking about house.
Oh, they're taking a nap?
Probably.
Come on.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Okay.
Enjoy it.
Glad y'all come over.
Y'all take care of it.
You want me to run by video stuff? You want to try tonight or what?
Ron, is anybody coming?